Hello! Welcome to another episode of Nerd Nonsense. I am your host, Nero, and this is my co host.
I am Makoto.
You know what? I like that one too. I did like that one. You get a little switcheroo on me there.
Yeah, got you.
So, how you doing? This is our
I'm doing.
catch up episode.
Yeah, I'm doing good. So this is our way of, I guess, catching up on all the nerd nonsense, but also just catching up with each other because we only talk during these recording sessions just
Yeah.
to. Because anytime we do try to talk outside of a recording session, it becomes content, and we're like, why are we not recording this?
Yep. We minimize. Like shit. No, the content. The content.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know these past couple weeks you had to deal with a move. So how has I know we mentioned it a little bit in the last episode, but how has that been?
Um, Stressful, but also it's been pretty good just to like finally like this is our first time kind of like obviously we moved out but we were still near our parents.
Right.
So this is our first time kind of moving. We're not too far from our parents, but like 2 hours away from our parents is like not just something that like
Yeah.
we can just go like I'm just gonna go see my parents.
Yep.
Yeah, can't just randomly surprise. I mean, I guess we could, but it's like it's not just a random impulse decision, I guess.
It's not like you have to plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some planning. But yeah, it's pretty good. A little closer to more things, along with a lot of familiar things.
Okay.
Um, I can't. I guess I can't really go into too specific, but
Yeah.
uh, there's more incentive for us to meet in person. I guess
No, yeah.
with where
I
we are.
definitely now I can make a trip easier
Mm-hmm. For
eventually.
sure.
Hopefully I'll get to come out to video you guys soon. I know this year's gonna be hard because my sister's got her wedding coming up, so
Oh, for
all
sure.
hands on
For
deck. I
sure.
think I'm going to Puerto Rico, maybe. Uh,
For the wedding?
no. So my
Oh.
other sister's studying abroad, and we're kind of using
Oh.
it as our kind of like. For those who don't know, I'm Puerto Rican, and I haven't been back to Puerto Rico since I was 2. So we're kind
Oh.
of using it as our family vacation, also potentially.
Yeah.
So I'm saving up for that. That'll be sometime
That's
in the
cool.
summer. But yeah, I haven't been there in a long time. My parents go regularly, but I just have not been. Well, I guess my mom
Mm-hmm.
maybe she goes to see family occasionally, but
Yeah.
haven't been since I was a wee little lad. Can't even
Well,
remember it.
and
Um,
with the move, I guess I'll also say I will no longer be. I mean, I'm still working there right now because I'm gonna drive back tomorrow. But I'm still gonna be working at an anime merch shop for now. But hopefully, with this new job, I'll have more normal free time. I guess I'll have regular hours if
yeah,
this job works out. Um, and so I'll be able, we'll be able to be a little bit more scheduled, I guess, to
yeah.
do other things. I
Because
guess.
before we both had weird hours. Now only one of us will have weird hours. Because I still have weird
Yeah.
hours. I guess I haven't told you I'm back at my old job from when we first met.
Yeah,
Uh,
you mentioned that actually.
and I am back in my old position officially. So,
Oh, cool.
yay,
Okay.
manager, kill me. Pays good, but it's you know people.
It's
You
people.
deal with
Yeah,
people. I love my coworkers. I just it's the people.
for sure.
Uh, so yeah, but now I have my weird hours again because
Hmm.
gotta do those opens and those closes
Well, and you're
randomly.
working around. You're working around the people who have the normal hours as well.
Yeah,
So.
so it's like lovely.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so what was I gonna say? I'm having a brain fart. I had a thought and then
You're
it
good.
poofed.
Today honestly kind of felt like a slob of a day.
I feel you. I was working during the day, but it was our first day back after the new year, and
Hmm.
we were changing signage and changing signage for all the sales, and I was
Oh yeah.
dealing with lots of returns, post holiday returns, because I don't want to say where I work at, but I basically work at a toy store. So
Yeah.
uh, a lot of people being like, "This didn't work. It's broken," or No, it was a gift. I had that. You know what? I actually my first guess was a return that had a. They came broken. The
Hmm.
toy, like part of it was like chipped. I luckily had a sample right next to me of the same toy, and I just took the piece off and gave it to her. I was like, "Oh, you know what? Just take it."
I actually my store is we don't take returns.
Oh,
We only do exchanges.
man, that's
And even
nice.
so, it we also sell like Funkos, and those
Yeah,
are something that's like all Funko sales are final.
yeah. When
We
I
don't
was at
exchange those.
my previous place between the whatever we sold a lot of Funkos too in the same policy.
Hmm. I
So
think it's because they're collectibles, so
yeah,
you're supposed to trade them.
yeah,
Um,
it's trading or like Funkos because they don't have the seals. You can't actually tell also if it's been opened or not opened.
mhm.
It's really it's interesting as a
Yeah,
Funko collector. Oh,
for
you know
sure.
what? Speaking of, I got a bunch of Funkos for Christmas. So
Oh, you did.
uh, for my family goes pretty hard for Christmas.
Mhm.
This year we did go a little lighter than usual, but that was more on a me and my siblings thing. My parents
Mhm.
still went hard. I know I mentioned I got the sim tickets, but I did get a
Yeah,
bunch of
you did.
Funkos. I got I got almost all the Black Clover Funkos. I think now.
Oh, wow.
My sister's like, "Ha, I know."
Actually, weren't there new ones that were just released like
Yeah, so not
yesterday?
those ones, but all the ones that were released in the previous batch. The only one I think I
Yeah.
didn't get was Yami, but I got
Okay.
Asta, Dark Asta, uh, When Do You Know? I got Luck. That was an exclusive, and I already had old Asta. I had got Water Valkyrie Noel. I already had regular Asta, regular Noel, and Meloara. And who else did I get?
Regular Uno or
There was no regular, kind of
we have a lot of regular Unos where I'm
without.
at my store.
Wait, was there a regular I'm just missing? Without the wind outfit?
Yeah, there's the
Am I stupid?
hold on.
Oh, you're right. There was one. What the hell?
Yeah. We
How did I
we
miss
have
this?
so many backstock Unos at my store. You want me to
How
get you one?
how did I miss? Oh, it's like $8 on Amazon. How did I miss this? I don't know. But I got all those. I got a Thanos. I surprisingly didn't have a Thanos for some reason.
Was it is it like an endgame Thanos or like a
It is. I believe it's. Is it Endgame Thanos? Uh, it's Endgame Thanos. Yeah.
got you.
So
Yeah, we have that one.
I got Raven, Justice League Raven, and I got Kenobi, the big Kenobi on the animal thingy, the
Oh
creature.
yeah, 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 we carried that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I also got
I've been on the fence because we actually don't. There's no at least at our store, but there's no normal Kenobi. There's just
yeah.
that one.
I don't know where I'm gonna put that one because I'm out of room, but
Mhm.
I do have it, and then I also got not a Funko, but I got the Yuzuo Lamb, Cult of the Lamb.
Mhm.
So
Well, I will let you know. I did get you a gift this year, but due to moving and all
oh
the
yeah,
expenses, I have not shipped any of my Christmas presents for my online friends. I can
guys.
tell you what I got you if you want,
No, no, I'll keep it a
because I
surprise.
know it's post Christmas. So
Keep it a surprise.
okay,
Not
okay,
surprises.
I will do that.
Oh, and I also got a Mina Ashido Funko Pop
Oh,
to add
cool,
to my
cool. Yeah,
ever
yeah, yeah.
growing My Hero collection.
Gosh, we have a lot of my hero ones, and believe it or not, they don't sell. Not a
I
whole lot.
believe it. I believe it. I didn't sell much when I was at my other place.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like what sold the most? Well, of course, when I was working, it was Halloween time, so all the Halloween Funkos were selling quick.
Man, JJK
Oh
sells
yeah,
real quick.
JJK sells
Gojo,
freaking Gojo.
Gojo sells real quick. Every
Uh,
time our warehouse restocks us, they like normally they'll get us like 1 to 3 Funkos for each one just to restock the shelf. For Gojo, he gives us his pack of 6 to like because and we still run out the next day. It's
yep,
wild.
freaking Gojo,
And
man.
it's the blindfolded Gojo too. It's
Yeah, it's not even eye open Gojo.
Mhm. Those are like that one's like a chase or something like that. Like
Yeah.
one of the exclusive ones.
All right. Hey, wait,
Anyway, that was our Funko portion.
you haven't seen JJK, right? Or you started, or
I started, got to episode 8. Gojo had his face reveal,
okay?
and
'Cause, man,
obviously had a little fight, whatever. Got to see Gojo in action, I guess.
I'm
Hasn't
not.
gotten too heavy yet, but
Good
I don't
luck.
know. I just never really like continued on from there.
I'm in the middle of season 2. Um, I mentioned before I'm pissed about something. Do you care about spoilers for JJK?
I don't personally because I'm already spoiled with some manga stuff.
Okay.
So
If you're
have
fine
a
with
way.
it, I'm gonna rant a little bit.
Okay, well, this is our spoiler warning to the
Yes.
listeners.
Spoilers to Jujutsu Kaisen, season 2, halfway through season 2. Because I'm like, I have 3 episodes left. I'm just waiting for the dub to come out.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck did they fridge Nobra? So, if you don't know the trope of fridging, you know the trope of fridging?
No.
It's a trope that was came from a Green Lantern comic way back in the 30s or 20s or whatever, where they killed Green Lantern's girlfriend and put her in a fridge for purely plot character development purposes. So
Mm-hmm.
fridging is when you kill a female character for the sole purpose of giving character development to a male character, to the male lead. And they fucking fridged Nobra, and I'm so pissed about it.
Wait, so is she dead?
Yeah, she got killed just so that Yuji could have character development.
Okay,
And I'm
because
actually legitimately pissed about it.
I actually just recently asked my brother, like, do they do anything with Nobara? And
They fridge her.
and he kind of like gave me like this. Yeah, they do something with her.
Like I was legitimately, because she was one of my favorite characters,
Uh-huh.
notwithstanding. And I remember when JJK came out, everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's like a shonen that writes great female characters, very rare, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, well, and then they fucking fridge, they fridge her.
They still got Maki.
We'll see.
We'll see.
People are dropping like flies right now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the hell? Um, it probably made me more mad because I just don't like Yuji that much as a protagonist.
Mm.
Um, like so I have another friend, and we reached the same conclusion. This is before I started catching up. But when we started season 2, we were at the same point of Jujutsu Kaisen. I think it was it was in the Gojo arc.
The first half of the second season.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We talking, and we were both like, yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen's kind of mid, but we reached it from opposite conclusion points. Because
Oh.
I hate Yuji, and most of the show's about Yuji, so I was like, yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen's kind of mid. My other friend loves Yuji, but I started dealing more with Gojo, and he's like, yeah, it's becoming kind of mid. So we reached the same conclusion, but
That's
from complete
fascinating.
opposite points, and I'm like, what the hell?
That's interesting.
Uh, it's really good. The animation's phenomenal right now, though. But it is really, it's just depressing.
Man,
Just
it's
depressing
to
right
die
now.
for.
It's yeah, yeah.
It's really good.
That is one of the things that I was doing. I was catching up on Jujutsu Kaisen. I caught up on oh, what is it? I guess not caught up. I've been watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End fairly religiously
Okay.
as it's been coming out, and it's still, I think, the number one anime on my anime list. Still beating out Fullmetal Alchemist, which is like very contentious.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually when that happens on my anime list, Fullmetal Alchemist bounces back in like a week or two, right?
For sure.
But it's been like 6 consecutive straight weeks of Frieren just being above Fullmetal Alchemist in ratings. Yep, 9.14 Frieren.
Yeah, I gotta look at this.
It's insane. The show's phenomenal. It totally deserves its spot. It is really, really, really amazing show.
That's interesting.
But it's not like your typical like. It's not what you would typically think would surpass it, right? Because it's in a shonen magazine, but it's not your typical shonen. It's a very
Hold
slow
on.
show.
There's no way Gintama only has 51 episodes.
No, that's just one season of Gintama.
I was about to, oh yeah, I'm like,
Gintama makes up like a quarter of the top 30.
yeah. I'm like,
across. You're like, ain't no way.
I'm like, there's absolutely no way. There's only 51 episodes.
Yeah, you see Gintama has multiple entries on there, just taking up different spots.
Yeah, I see the movie, and yeah.
The original season, I think, was 201 episodes. The
Mm.
original run, and the way I guess, yeah, because the way my analyst breaks it down is whenever there's a break or a season, like break, it ends that season.
I'm surprised Attack on Titan is as low as it is.
Which one?
The final season, at least.
I'm not the final when even when the manga came out, the ending was very controversial.
Yeah.
So I'm not too surprised, to be honest. Even when the time skip happened, um, when that happened in the manga, that was really controversial too at the time in the manga readers. So not surprised. I am surprised Oshinoko so low. Only 50? What is this garbage?
I'm surprised with how little I hear and see about Hunter x Hunter about how high it is.
Hunter x Hunter's just we don't hear about it anymore because Togashi's terminally ill,
Yeah.
so he just doesn't release chapters anymore. Like we don't hear about Fullmetal Alchemist. It's been done, you know. It's kind of like
Yeah,
that.
but that it always busts out in conversations,
I
like
guess.
when people like talk about like the GOAT series, like yeah, like I'm not shocked to see Steins Gate at 3, and I'm not shocked to see FMA at 2. Well, I am shocked that it's not 1, but mostly because I really haven't heard about Sosono Frieren.
Yeah. It's airing right now. It is. It's very like. Have I talked about it actually? Like what it's actually about? I know I mentioned it in it's on my top list.
You might have, but
It's like what like it takes the kind of like Lord of the Rings style elves, right? You know, who live forever, like thousands of years.
yeah.
And what if, right, at the end of like the saving the world journey, the what happens to that elf after, as she has to watch all her human companions die as she ages.
Did we reach this in the tier list or?
I don't know.
Which, by the way, I will give everyone. We are continuing that next episode. Just letting
Yeah,
you know.
it is. It will indeed get finished. I don't see. I don't think I put it on because it wasn't done.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah,
Because I think when
but we put my. Well, I guess we put like some other shows that are ongoing though.
yeah, but I think when we came down to was as long as the current season is concluded, at least if it has one season concluded.
Okay.
I think is what we determined
Yeah, that's
beforehand.
fair.
I think it was
I
a
don't
while
know.
ago.
Look, our ruling was like,
We had rules and then we threw the rules away.
yeah. So I don't know. It's lost.
But yeah, it's a really somber, melancholic show,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gorgeously animated. It's done by Madhouse, and it's real good. They get it all. They get it right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm actually like now I'm looking at like the tops on Mel. Let me switch it to just TV series because movies are kind of there too. Interesting. I will. So I haven't started as of this recording, but I believe I'm going to be starting Vinland Saga tomorrow
Oh, true.
with my sister. So we shall see how that is. I mean, I hear phenomenal things about it, so I'm excited to start that. I know. Have you been? I know you had been so busy with the move. Have you like watched or played anything in that time though?
Let's see. Watched. My brother and I planned on watching Trigun Stampede, but we never did. We still might.
Definitely should.
I just finished the second episode of Buddy Daddies. That's good.
Nice.
Um, I just booted up Fable again this morning.
Hell
Nothing
yeah.
new. There was a Roblox game I was playing. It was a game. It was another AFK sort of game. So it
Okay.
could have been a game that I could have played while watching something. Um, I never did. But it was like you're homeless, and so
Oh,
you dig through trash to collect trash, and then you sell the trash, and then it's another one of those games where you just watch the numbers rise, and
Numbers make
it's
Bringo burr.
is fun. Obviously, obviously no, there's promotional parts to it where you go from digging through trash to getting a shovel and digging through dirt, and then selling that stuff, and then after
Okay.
that, you get a knife, and and you stab people to take
Oh
their stuff,
Jesus.
and you sell that. But it's like Roblox, so it's just like you just sort of like move your arm into them with a knife in your hand, and nothing. There's no like blood or anything. It's just you just kind of like
What the?
touch. You just kind of touch them real quick, and you take stuff.
Oh my god.
But they got rid of the auto click feature, so I'm like, or now they didn't get rid of it, but they locked it behind Robux. So I'm like, well, I don't want to spend Robux.
Man,
Um,
Roblox take you
I
pretty
will
far though.
say Luna and I did get into Lego Fortnite for a little bit.
She did mention that. She was like, "You lost us both to Fortnite."
hmm
I'm like, "Damn."
Um, but it's fun.
Is it the? Is
If
it
you like Minecraft stuff like that.
okay?
But it's not quite as block to block as Minecraft is. Like you kind of like just go to a crafting table and you build stuff.
Okay.
For buildings, it's like they give you a blueprint and then you place it down somewhere, and then all you gotta do is collect the pieces and it puts it down at the right spots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't have to get as like creative with it unless like you just want to build like wall to wall, floor to floor, but there's also just buildings that you could just build as well. So they got things for your lazy builders and things for your creative builders. There's
Gotcha.
fighting, there's NPCs that you can interact with that join your camp. So you don't have to do absolutely everything. They could take care of some monotonous tasks if you want. Um,
Oh, nice.
it's pretty cool, and you can have up to like think I want to say 8 people, but I honestly think there's a part of me that wants to say 16 people in your world.
Oh,
Um, so it's pretty cool. She also played the rhythm game. It just looks like Guitar Hero. Um, or like Row Beats if you ever played that. Or Tap Tap Revolution or Ozumania even. It looks like one of those games.
gotcha. Gotcha.
And then we haven't played the racing game, and I actually played my first couple actual Fortnite Battle Royale games.
Oh, how'd that
Won
go?
the first one because like completely Battle Royale, but I think it's because there was some bots in my match. Not everyone,
Mm.
but I have like some basic shooter knowledge from Valorant and stuff to where like I felt like I was fine. Then the second game we got wiped like immediately by some Ninja Turtles. So so yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Damn.
Besides that, um, nah, haven't really. Oh, I
I
did send you a video last night. I don't know if you watched it.
I had not gotten a chance to, because when you sent it, I was already asleep.
Yeah.
And then this
So
morning I worked, and then I came home and I fell asleep.
yeah, no, you're good. Basically, they recreate. It's a guy called Hello There. I think it's like Hello There Productions or something.
Hmm.
Where they recreated. First off, they finished. It starts off with them finishing the production animation. Like it was like a work in progress that was never finished for Star Wars: The Clone Wars of this scene of Anakin and Obi-Wan by a campfire,
Yes,
talking about Ahsoka leaving the Order and
I
stuff, and
did.
then
I
Anakin.
have seen that, like that. Those
Yeah,
the audio.
he finally he decided to just animate that completely, which then bled into the opening scene of Obi-Wan and Anakin about to confront on Mustafar, um, which I thought was a
Gotcha.
very cool touch. And then from there, it was just shot for shot the same fight, but in Clone Wars animation style, all the way through till the part where Anakin's on fire. Actually, no, they even go beyond that. It's all the way till he becomes Vader.
Oh damn.
And Padme dying and stuff like that. They did like take out the Palpatine and Yoda fight, so they kind of created their own little segments to interconnect the different shots for the fight.
Gotcha. I'll definitely have to
So it's
watch
really.
it.
And then they threw in a couple other little Easter eggs, like the deleted scene of when Anakin was fighting Count Dooku. There was that one shot of like Count Dooku tried to cut off his hand, and he like sort of looped his hand around and like tossed up his saber and caught it again. They continued fighting. They did that in the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight. So there was so many little details and stuff. there are some parts where it does seem a little static and not quite how Clone Wars would have done it, but overall, like it just looks really good.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And they tried their best to make them sound like their Clone Wars characters. I assumed some of the voice actors forgot to record some lines and stuff, so they had to go back to the original film for some of
Yeah.
the lines. But overall, like it's really good. It's very well made, and it's I highly implore anyone who loves Star Wars and love the prequels, even sequels, the prequels, definitely go watch it.
I'll definitely have to give that a watch. Um, so I did want to bring up because we haven't been able to talk about any of the news that's happened. Stuff I might have mentioned in previous episodes, but talk about you with it. Very different. So Jump Festa happened.
Yeah,
Shonen Jump Fest. We got officially. I think we mentioned it offhand, but My Hero's coming back in spring.
I saw the teaser. I saw the teaser for that.
Yes, May 4th. As the true Star Wars fan that Horikoshi is,
Mm-hmm.
love that. I think it's going to be the last season.
You
I
think
don't.
so?
I don't see this going for another season. I don't think there's enough content because I think the manga is going to be done in like 2 more months.
I think it also depends on how much they want to make it drag.
I guess it's a lot of it's just. Are you caught up to the? Or are you semi caught up to the manga? I can't remember if we've.
A little. I gotta like sit down and actually fully read it. But
Gotcha. It's a lot of fight scenes,
yeah,
and those animate quickly. Like theoretically, like time. What? Not like it doesn't take long. It's short, not long to. It's quick in TV format, right? Like those pages go quicker as when you're
hmm
animating it for a time lapse.
yeah.
So if it's another 25 episode season, I don't I don't know if it can go like
I think if anything, they should make this into a 3-part season.
if they do a 3 quarter, I think that would cover it perfectly. 'Cause I don't see a stopping point anywhere once the ball gets rolling to the final war arc. Because you have 2 mini arcs at the beginning, which will honestly cover the like together like 4 episodes. I feel like 4 to 5 episodes, and then the rest is it just keeps going, and there's no like it doesn't feel like there's a stopping point anywhere.
Yeah.
Um, so I think it's gonna be the end. 'Cause yeah, the manga's almost done. I don't. We're very much at the end game. Um, I'm curious.
Unless they do a My Hero Shippuden.
Shh, don't put that in the universe. Hori, like I could see Shonen Jump pushing for it, but man, I feel like after like some recent chapters of like how it's drawn, Horikoshi just wants to make a horror manga. He's shit's getting horrific. Like I'm like this is some Juji Ito shit.
Did they confirm a new movie yet?
Yes, so that was also confirmed there. It will be coming
I
out in the
remember you
summer.
mentioning it in one of the previous podcasts. Like
Yeah,
apparently it's gonna be the Vigilante arc,
yeah.
or
So
place
we weren't
post
sure.
Vigilante arc.
It was supposed to be around. It's supposed to. They said it would take place at some point during season 6. It is coming out in the summer, July, I believe.
Okay.
Uh, and from the teaser poster, it makes me think, and based on just like how where the plot of, I guess, just for people listening, kind of general spoilers for season 6. If you haven't seen it yet, minor general spoilers. I think it's going to be after he reunites with Class 1A because I don't see a movie working like for like during without like the other characters really because otherwise you can't really
So
have the other
it have
characters.
yeah, it would have to be like between season 6 and 7 then.
Yeah, like that's the only thing I can think of. Like there's like a brief window during the Star and Stripes arc where that totally could happen. Something could happen. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be.
I
I
kind of had a
just
hard time pinpointing when the third movie was taking place too. I guess it's between seasons 5 and 6.
so actually because I'm doing my rewatch with my dad, I figured out when all the movies take place.
Yeah.
Movies
I
2
know
and 3 happen literally like right like next to each other.
really.
So because these movie
2 and
two,
3?
yeah. So movie two, Two Heroes, came out when it was like being made, they were matching it to the manga, what was happening in the manga at the time, not the anime. And so it was actually taking place during the My
Yeah,
Villain Academia arc.
because
Because
the doctor being there, I remember like I was like, I don't think anime watchers know this.
yeah, well, the biggest thing is when you think about it, Bakugo shouldn't be able to legally do anything in that movie if it's not set until after Christmas because he doesn't have a license until then.
Does Todoroki?
No, they shouldn't. Neither of them should be able to do
Yeah,
anything.
Todoroki shouldn't either. Yeah.
And then there is a line in the anime where Nezu, Principal Nezu, mentions getting restarted with the work study or whatever. And like I think this, so people pinpointed this takes place after Christmas, but before the Endeavor Agency arc kicks off.
Okay. And then
Like
the
there's like a
third movie.
week. There's a like 2 week period, and that's when it takes place.
But the third movie,
Takes place during the Endeavor Agency arc. So they're literally right next to each other.
yeah, but like it can't happen like right after the other one because
No, there's actually there was an anime episode that led right
Deku
into
has
it.
Black Whip. So
There's an episode that leads right into it in the Endeavor Agency arc.
yeah.
It's the one where it goes back to Froppy doing things
Yeah.
with that like crisis she was dealing with leads into like that leads into the movie with they were smuggling something for the bad guy in the third movie.
I don't know, like it felt like the first movie kind of had like its own place in the anime. You know, like they straight up just went like, "Hey, we're going to go do this thing."
Yeah.
And that led into the movie. Like it had like its own concrete thing because they're all canon.
They are. They are. Spoiler alert for people who didn't want to think that. The manga has made it very clear they are all canon recently. You see characters from all of them. We haven't seen the third movie's characters again, but I'm sure we will again. We've definitely seen the first two movies' characters again in the manga.
Yeah.
So,
How did you like the third movie?
it's fine. Wasn't my favorite.
I didn't.
I like
I definitely
Roddy as a character a lot. Thought he was fun.
It was probably my least favorite
Yeah.
of them. It was fine. It was good. I wasn't too crazy about the final fight in Deku's boxing technique.
Yeah. It's not my favorite. I like Roddy a lot, but the overall like movie was fine. It was my least favorite of the three too. My favorite
think Bakugo and Todoroki were more highlights in that film than Deku.
Yeah. I think my favorite's number 2.
Yeah, 2 and one's also
good.
pretty good.
I just rewatched one with my dad, and one's still very good, especially the final fight with whatever the frick bad guy is, but All Might, Deku,
Well,
the
seeing
bad guy.
All Might and Deku fighting side by side is very cool.
Yeah, it's a very like it's cathartic.
Also, yeah, his gauntlet I guess took place or like it that was something that was revisited in season 6.
Yeah, all of like the movies are definitely canon.
Yeah.
Like I know there's a whole section of My Hero fans that just don't want to admit they're canon, but like Melissa shows up in the manga. I don't know what to tell you guys. And the kids from the island show up too.
Well, and there was just this point where Japan decided to go, what if we made these movies canon?
Yeah.
Like, so Dragon Ball started to make canon movies. Naruto made a canon movie. And,
2, technically.
Two?
The Boruto
the
movie.
Boruto one. Yeah. Well,
Well,
then
Boruto was good.
There was the Demon Slayer one. And then there was the JJK, One Piece.
Yep. Is One Piece red canon?
I believe so.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I'm not into the One Piece fandom, so I have no idea.
Let me.
I think Ota did show up in the anime from what I heard, so probably. But I don't know 100%.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. It is not officially considered canon.
Okay. But yeah. I'm very excited for the new My Hero movie. That's a cool period to be setting it in.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious what they're gonna do with it.
Also, did you save your progress for the tier list?
Yes.
I didn't. So
I did. Don't worry,
Okay.
I have it.
Okay, because I opened it and I was like, Uh-oh.
Yeah, no. I have it. I used the browser I used. I made sure beforehand to make it my before I close it to restore to return to exactly where it was.
Sick, sick. Okay.
I have a special browser just for that right now. Um,
Is it Opera GX?
no, I do not use Opera GX. It's a separate Chrome tab I have like set specifically for
Gotcha.
anything nerd nonsense.
Oh, cool.
Um, so my hero movie, very hype. Um,
What else was in Jump Festa?
there was I know that time I got reincarnated slime got a teaser for the spring season
Okay.
coming out. Very hyped for that. My he not my hero. That time I got reincarnated slime is one of those the arc that they're about to animate. They've been teasing since the first opening,
Hmm.
and I'm just like, what the hell? Like it was the
We're about
biggest
to make
lie.
it, boys.
It was like the biggest lie ever that opening because like we don't even see this character that's fighting in the opening. We
Mm-hmm.
finally got here. I'm very excited. I love slime, so great to see that. Honestly, looking at spring, it's so stacked. It's not even funny.
Mm-hmm.
Spring season, like winter, this coming winter season, not that there's like a couple things I'm interested in, but spring has like 8 or 10 shows that I'm interested in that are like hype. You got Slime, My Hero, obviously in May. Demon Slayer's back. Kaiju number 8. Mushoku Tensei season 2 part 2. Konosuba's back. Spice and Wolf is back.
I never heard about that.
That Spice and Wolf is coming
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, Spice and Wolf is freaking back, which is wild.
Yeah.
Like
2006 was when that manga first came out.
freaking. But yeah, it's being done by Studio Passione, who did the.
I
I
got
know
it.
them by they did the most recent Higurashi season.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. The
but
anime originally aired in 2008.
yeah, well, feel that age yet?
Ugh. Wait, there's a Spice and Wolf VR game?
Yes, that did happen.
I don't remember this. This came out in 2019.
I
There's a
remember that.
Spice and Wolf VR too.
Look, people like Hollow and talking to Hollow. Okay, I don't blame them.
They made a sequel.
Uh,
So April 2024 is when that's coming out.
yeah, April. Also,
This,
Hibeki Euphonium. I don't know if you saw that. It's one of Kyoto Animation's
I didn't see
shows.
anything from Jump Festa, so I know I didn't hear anything.
I mean, in general, if you've seen Hibeki Euphonium,
That's that. Well, hold on, wait. That actually sounds familiar. Here,
it's from Kyo
Becky.
Annie. It's the band orchestra show.
Oh, right. Okay.
Season
No,
three's
I.
finally happening, so love
Wow, this
that.
came out. This came out in 2015.
Yep, season three's happening. There's just a lot.
Oh, there's a Kikyo show,
Oh,
like a
what show?
Kikyo duo, or just Kyoto Annie.
Kyoto Annie.
Okay.
I don't know if it's
Oh, but they had the fire and then
yes,
COVID.
yes, and then they came back finally in 2021 with or I guess 2020 with Violet Evergarden movie.
They have they had they had the worst kind of COVID, fire COVID. God.
No, not like this. But yeah, lots of great shows in spring. Another show that's in spring that they did talk about at Jump Fest, or they announced, was what's it called? Yozakura no Yozakura-san Chi no Daikatsukan, um, or the Yozukara family. Oh, that's much easier. Mission Yozakara family. I know that it's been a popular manga in Shonen Jump, so that is also getting anime. No idea what it's about, but I know it's coming out. Um, yeah. Bleach I think got a new teaser for the next season, which
Awesome.
awesome for Bleach fans.
Big Bleach news.
The biggest. I I'm honestly like I'm living in. I feel like I may have mentioned this, but I'm living in complete shock that this Thousand Year Blood War arc is getting as well received as it was. Because I distinctly remember people hating the manga when it was happening.
I think it's just more so people are just happy that Bleach is back.
But like, it's like getting ridiculously high ratings,
Yeah.
and I don't.
Well, they probably fixed a lot of issues that Bleach was just having in general
I guess,
at first, and
man, it must be nice.
people
Cause
people don't realize how much they love it till it's gone. You know.
yeah, must be nice to have a final arc that's done well. I cry in Naruto.
I cry in wind flute.
Da-da-da,
But I celebrate in strings. Hello, Bleach.
Kaiju number 8 was shown at Jump Festa, which is hype. I love the manga, so it'll be great to see it animated. House Paradise is getting a season 2, which is also hype. Highly recommend that if you have, for anyone who's not seen it. It is by the assistant of the Chainsaw Man author.
Ooh.
He had two assistants, and both of them have anime coming. Have hit manga that are now animes. House Paradise and then Dan Da Dan. Both of which Dan Da Dan's also getting anime, but in fall. Chainsaw Man movie got announced. Covering the next arc, so it's canon.
Right, the next arc, which is honestly like a huge highlight for Chainsaw Man for a lot of people.
Yeah, I finally will understand who this character everyone keeps cosplaying is. Rize.
So my brother hates Chainsaw Man.
Yes, you have mentioned that.
He does not like Chainsaw Man, but he says he loves this arc that's coming up.
Interesting. Okay.
He probably just doesn't like Power and Makima, so
No.
probably loved Pachita and uh, but gosh, okay, I gotta talk about this. How freaking marketable is Pachita for something that is not around?
Very.
It's wild to me. Did I mention League has a Pachita thing in the game?
No, you did not.
So League's other game TFT has these things called tacticians. Otherwise, no, they were called little legends. Now they're tacticians, and they're typically like little critters that exist in League that you could just sort of play as. They're the character that points at all your at all your units and stuff. And one of them is a knife pup. So
Oh,
instead of a chainsaw, it just has a knife sticking out of his forehead. Let me see if I
that's
can. Let me see if I can show you an image.
yeah, yeah, but no, Pochita's super marketable.
It's
Like,
wild to
like
me.
my sister did not watch Chainsaw Man. She was like, I don't want a Pochita plush. I'm like, what the? You didn't even watch it,
Yo, we got some good Pachita plushes at my store.
man. I do want a Pochita figure though.
Here's
It's just top tier design.
there's knife pup.
It didn't load. It just gave me a string of
Wait, what? Oh,
nonsense.
that's wild. Hold on.
Oh, I see it now. I had to put the string into my browser. Oh my god. It is like Pochita.
And he also levels up, so there's like there's stronger forms. And then there's also they made Knife Hound, which honestly looks a little cursed.
Oh.
Here, hold on. Copy image. There we go. So there's the two side by side.
Oh, I like that. I like Knife Hound. I like him. He's got character. Got character.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, fun stuff.
Also, I don't know if you saw that when that's something on Twitter. So Grand Blue Rising came out, which is the Grand Blue versus Rising, the new arc
I just
system.
had the opposite effect of yesterday. You said Grand Blue, but I thought Blue Lock.
No. The Grand Blue.
Yes, I know Grand Blue.
So
Yes.
the fighting game for it by Arc System, the second one. came out, right?
I also get it confused with Blaze Blue, but I
I
know
mean,
Grand Blue.
very very easy to similar names, right? 2B from Nier Automata is going to be a guest character, right?
Oh, she's a guest character in another game. Oh,
Yes. So
interesting.
that's hype, but there was like a whole thing happening because, right, the most like confusion to confuse happened, right? Because Yubi's from Nier Automata, right?
Correct.
But Grand Blue has a character named Nier also,
I don't see any issues
and
personally.
so everyone was like, Nier is in Grand Blue. And all the Grand Blue fans were like, well, no shit, Nier's in Grand Blue. All the Nier fans were like, oh wait, it's 2B, not Nier. But like the Nier they were thinking it was the Nier from the first game of Nier. So it was just some three-way triangle confusion going on.
Dude, fighting games are just confusing in general, though.
Like, I do want to start play it though.
If you don't find them confusing, let me explain to you Yoshimitsu.
Let me tell you the tale of Yoshimitsu. Let me tell you the. Can I just let me sit down and explain the lore of the Kazuma family, the Mishima family.
I had a fantastic run a couple nights ago with my brother talking about the oh, what is it, the alignment of the main characters and just searching their alignments was very funny.
Like for Tekken.
Yeah, because they alter depending on the game they're in.
Oh yeah. I guess yeah.
Here, let me just read you Heihachi's real quick.
Oh Jesus.
Dude is evil from Tekken 1 and Tekken 3 through Tekken 7, but he's neutral good in Tekken 2 and in Tekken 6.
That adds up.
Jin Kazama. Also, I was very confused with age because my brother was trying to say that he's 16. I'm like, I don't believe he's 16. Dude is 19 in Tekken 3, 21 in Tekken 4, 5, and 6, 22 in Tekken 7, and he's gonna be 23 in Tekken 8.
Man.
Dude is good from Tekken 3 to Tekken 7 onwards, and he's anti-hero in Tekken 6.
In Tekken 8, he's evil, I believe. From the trailers, he's given
From the trailers, yeah.
He's living that Mishima blood. Man, the Mishima family tree itself.
It's wild.
He actually has too many kids.
Kazuya goes from 26 in Tekken 1, 28 in Tekken 2, 49 in Tekken 4, 49 in Tekken 5 through 6, 49 in Tekken 7. I don't know why these are separate things. Just say 49 from Tekken 4 through 7.
Do those ages even count? Because wasn't he dead and then came back to life?
Sure they count, because he's not.
He doesn't look older.
And then he's 50 in Tekken 8.
Is he though, or is he physically younger? He came back. Whatever.
Kazuya's a god, and you just need to accept that.
This gives me the same argument though. Does Goku age from the period he's dead or not? Do we count those years? How does this work?
Not to mention, dude got a reset button. Dude got a reset button in GT. So then, because Kazuya is neutral in Tekken, every game from Tekken 1 through Tekken 7. Or not every game.
Is Kazuya neutral?
Okay, hold on, wait. Okay, so
hold on.
Okay, hold on. I have to reread this because it said. Okay, I'll just read the list. He is neutral in Tekken 1, Tekken Tag Team, Tekken 4, Tekken 5, Tekken 6, Tekken Tag Team 2, Tekken 7, and he's evil in Tekken 2 and Tekken 8 onwards.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Kazuya is pretty evil.
Oh wait, I also gotta read the likes of Heihachi because I remember I laughed. He likes World Conquest, Peace of the World, Ultimate Power, proclaiming to be the strongest. You know, he dislikes weak people, explosions, his father, his son, his adoptive son, his grandson.
Yeah, I mean, I would too if I was Heihachi. They'll keep trying to kill him. I mean,
The
you could be less of a dick, Heihachi, but
wait, there ain't no way.
what?
Gene, I'm reading Gene's English voice actors.
Oh,
There was a period where the dude got voiced by Drake Bell
no way! You're lying. You're fucking lying.
in the Tekken series. He was voiced by Drake Bell.
What entry? I need to know this.
It says Tekken series.
That doesn't fucking help me. I need answers.
In Blood Vengeance, he's played by Darren Daniels. In Tekken series, Drake Bell. Child from the Tekken series, Eliza Dushku. Tekken series.
Oh wait, the show? Maybe.
I guess so.
Hold up. This is freaking. No, not the show. Um. Hmm.
I don't know. Television series. No,
Oh,
there's
what?
just Tekken Bloodline.
Yeah.
I gotta find this Drake Bell content. I gotta find where Drake Bell is Gene Kazama. This is gonna bother us so much.
Oh, he's like, oh, stop, computer! Don't scream at me.
Here, I'll just search
That's fine.
Gene Kazama Drake Bell.
I don't. I don't.
What am I reading here? I guess it was in one of the games.
Was it
He's
uncredited?
No, he's credited as Gene Kazama for Tekken.
No, I see that on the Namco wiki. But if I go to Tekken wiki, I don't see him credited. So I don't know what to believe.
I don't know what's real. I don't know.
Someone more informed, please tell us.
Please,
Because I need
please.
answers.
We're losing it. You have to edit so much of this part.
It's fine.
So much silence.
That's wild.
Anyways, Grand Blue.
I don't even know where I was with that. Moving on. Uh, freaking.
So did you ever get a chance to look at the what did I send you? The Ryoko's guide?
Ryoko's Guide?
The D&D book thing I sent you.
Oh, I did peek at it a little bit, yes.
Yeah, Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms.
It's dope.
I haven't read through it completely, obviously. This is
Yeah,
kind of
same.
like a beta
I
test
did browse
thing.
through it.
But I did skim through the subclasses that I was very I definitely want to try.
It's real cool. I like this a lot.
It's a very well done Asian D&D book.
Yes.
For explanation to everyone else. They added some stats and stuff to different Asian weaponry, like chakrams, claw, kusarigama, the meteor hammer, nunchaku, uh, rope dart, the sai. They gave little stats for all of them, what they would be classified as. That way you don't gotta work your way around. I guess it's pretty close to a scimitar or a short sword, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, they also added, as we mentioned, different races, different subclasses, and even created an entirely new class for the benders, like avatar benders. So there is the Way of the Four Elements monk, but this class does it better. So
Yeah. Speaking of benders, we need to at one point. I say I will totally run this campaign. That I do have all the I backed the Avatar tabletop RPG,
yeah,
so I have all the source books. We need to totally run an Avatar campaign.
for sure, I'm down.
I will on my list of things I want to do this year. I actually want to run that campaign because it's a really cool book. because they do a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it does a lot with roleplay more so than combat. It does
Yep.
combat, but the way combat works is very interesting because
Mm-hmm.
it does follow a little bit more rule of cool. Uh,
I have a question for you actually
yes.
about D&D. What are your thoughts on the changes they made or the
Oh, D&D
reworks, I
one
guess.
for D&D
Yeah.
one,
For like the new like they created like
or was it one D&D is what it's called?
I don't really know what it's called, but basically they have reworked ranger, monk, I want to say druid. I'm not sure about druid. Um
I haven't honestly looked too much into the new reworks because I'm like, well, I can just keep using my fifth edition.
For sure. And that's basically what it comes down to is a lot of DMs have just ran it as you can choose to either run the new one or the 5e one.
Yeah,
Because the thing is you can't implement them they mostly because of Tasha's and Xanathar's with the subclasses they added.
yeah,
There's no way to implement the new changes into those subclasses. So you have to still run 5e to run those subclasses.
yeah. I if someone wanted to in my table, I'd just like look into it a little more and then like run it or not. But I'm more so like I would just keep running my 5e because it works.
It works. It works very well.
Yeah. Although just in general, I like as much as I love D&D 5e for its ease of accessibility. It's not my favorite rule set.
Mhm.
I am definitely more of a Pathfinder guy. I
Yeah.
like my number crunches and my bajillion subclass options.
I remember I started a Call of Cthulhu, or at least I was getting ready to start a Call of Cthulhu campaign, and I opted out while I was making my character. I was like, I don't see myself enjoying this. Um,
I have never played Call of Cthulhu. I know it's very different though.
it's it's just kind of one of those games where it's like you have a character and there's definitely going to be challenges, but more likely than not, your option is to run.
I
Um,
mean that adds up with Cthulhu mythos, so that makes sense.
yeah, so I apparently I rolled very well for my character, but I didn't see myself enjoying that. It's like I kind of I'm kind of more in line with the grimdark setting, I guess, or I forgot what it was, but basically I'm in like a D&D campaign in the I think it's called the grimdark setting. And
That sounds familiar. Wait.
it's like a newer campaign book, and that one is kind of one where you typically don't want to try to contest the monsters and stuff and the beings that are from that world and stuff. But to be honest, like I get just going back into yesterday when I was talking about like how I run my characters, it's just sort of just send it.
Yeah.
Right, I'm running like a Cyanite in that campaign, a Cyanite fighter, and I'm just having fun with it. The dude throws daggers most of the time, but he actually does more damage punching. so so there was at one point where I got disarmed from the enemy, and my DM went like, "Well, I would say you have disadvantage, but honestly, you you kind of don't."
Oh jeez.
So I don't know. I guess I rolled. I didn't even. I don't even think I rolled him. I think I just did point buy for him.
Gotcha. Have you played many other systems besides D&D? Actually, I'm curious because I played like 4 or 5 systems.
Not really. D&D was my first of its kind for me. I haven't really tried anything else, mostly because I've never really had like a core group to play these kinds of games with.
Gotcha. D&D was my second system to be on. Actually,
Hmm.
my first one I got because I got the bundle from Humble Bundle. I was like, let's try this. Was Vampire the Masquerade. So that was my first
Mm.
system, which is extraordinarily different from D&D. Uh, it definitely follows a more story based approach.
Is it a
Um,
game?
it's tabletop.
Oh, I see a video game on
Yeah, I
Steam.
mean there was a video game for it, like
Yeah.
the video games for D&D, but it is a system where you play as
Oh.
vampires, And like a big part of
Cool.
like the system is right not revealing the secret of the masquerade, right? Because you're masquerading as like humans, but you're
Hmm.
vampires.
Yeah.
The magic system's bonkers. Um, it's really cool, but very very different from D&D.
Hmm.
I played that. I played D&D, Pathfinder. What's the other one we played?
I mean, I played Knights of the Old Republic.
That's based on still like 2.5, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Loosely. I'm trying to what the other system I have is. I have a bunch. I have a bunch of the rule books for different systems. I like seeing and looking into different systems in case in case I want to run something that's not D&D once for once. But everyone just wants D&D, so it's like it's fine.
Well, to be fair, it's getting at least it's getting popular and
Yeah,
it's
very popular
and
now.
normalized. Thank you, Baldur's Gate, and also thank you, Critical Role.
Yes, very much yes.
Critical Role started it, and then Baldur's Gate just said, "Here, have some help."
Run with it.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah. What else? I'm trying to what I have a few other tabs open for news info.
Oh, also, I guess the Thieves Among or Honor Among Thieves movie as well. There's that one.
Oh yes.
That also helped awareness.
Um. Oh, here we go. So there was the. This is kind of for me, just to talk about a little bit, but there was the Fate Grand Order New Year stream. I know I mentioned it before in the other episode, but the game stuff they announced, but they also or not announced, but re-showed the teaser for the Witch of the Holy Night movie.
Hmm.
Witch of the Holy. So for people who don't know, right before Fate and before Nasu's previous book, before that Tsukihime was Witch of the Holy Night or Mahayo, which it was a novel I believe that he wrote that he printed 20 copies of and didn't sell. First failure, right?
Oh.
And then after the huge success, was able to actually turn into a proper visual novel
Hmm.
that did come out in 20, I want to say 2017 or 18, maybe earlier, 15,
Yeah.
something like that. And now it's getting a movie series by Ufotable, and it looks hype.
We know how UFO Table likes their fate.
They love Fate. Um, so that is, I'm very excited for that. I do have the visual novel. I have not read it yet. It is sitting here. It is, but it is long, so I do need to. I just need to. It's one of my things I'm going to do this year.
My brother also refuses to call it UFO Table.
Oh, it. I mean, it probably is UFO table.
It is no, it absolutely is UFO Table. We used to pronounce it as Ufotable, and he still pronounced it Ufotable. But then I ran into a video basically explaining it is UFO Table. This is their pronunciation key right here, and and I was like, well, I guess that's what they're called.
I don't like it. I'm gonna still say ufotable.
Ufotable is good. I was a Ufotable guy myself.
Um, but yeah, that's exciting for me at the very least. I am very hyped for that. Also is so coming soon to Western theaters is Spy Family Code White
Oh, true.
because it came out in
Spy Family
Japan
movie.
on Christmas in Japan. Yeah,
Oh wait, have you seen the Spy Family game?
the Anya one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spy Anya.
yeah,
It looks
it looks
so
cute.
cute.
It looks so
I've been
cute.
telling all my friends about it, and it's out now in Japan. Don't know if or when it's coming out in
It is
America.
coming to the states because it was at a direct,
Got you.
so it's
Because I
definitely
know
coming.
it's gonna be on Switch, PlayStation, and PC.
That would be a
Sorry,
Switch
X
game.
boners. You're not getting one today.
No. Do we have a date for the game in the states?
Well, I saw it on my Opera GX thing, like the Game Hub thing, and I was all like, "Oh, there's a Spy Family game coming out like tomorrow." And then I tried looking for it the next day, and it wasn't coming out.
Yeah, it just says sometime in 2024 internationally.
Do we know when Wolf Among Us is coming out?
The next one? No,
Yeah.
it's been radio silence since it was announced.
Uh, I want it so bad.
One day.
Never wanted a Telltale game so badly.
How do you feel about Telltale games in general? I'm curious.
I loved the Walking Dead games more than the show actually. And obviously as the games went on, like I think season 3 wasn't super great and season 4 was kind of another plummet.
Okay.
Um but I loved seasons 1 and 2 very much. Um my brothers and I all would like we would all sit on the couch as I was actually the one playing it this time. Normally it's my older brother playing the game. So this time it was me. And I actually plan on streaming it at some point. I have the entire Telltale Definitive series.
Oh wow.
So I plan on playing that on stream at some point. Because I've
Yeah.
never played the fourth one. I've only played through the third one once, a little bit twice, like once and a half, I should say. And I played through the first game, I think like 2 or 3 times. I played the second one, like, another 2 times at least.
How many were there? There's
There's
was
4. There's 4, then
and
there's 1,
Michonne.
then there's Michonne, and then the first one had a DLC as
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
Then there's 2 Minecraft ones, which I actually hear are really good.
Yeah.
Um, and then, I love The Wolf Among Us very much. I cannot wait for season 2. Um,
So the only Telltale game. So I played the first Walking Dead, but that was it. And then the only other Telltale, I tried Game of Thrones, but couldn't get into it.
did you play Borderlands?
I did not. I keep hearing it's amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
I hear it's really good. My brother loves it,
I
but
did
I
play
haven't.
Batman, both of them,
I
and
hear that one was hit or miss.
I loved Batman. The
Mhm.
Telltale series. I love the world they built. I think the second one, Enemy Within, was the better of the two.
I
It
hear
has
they
one of my.
made a Guardians as well.
They did. I heard it didn't run well. That's why I didn't get it at first.
Mm.
Um, but Batman Enemy Within has one of my favorite portrayals of the Joker.
Mm.
Um,
Is that
because
one also a Hamill?
uh, I don't think so. Although it's hard to tell. Sometimes like it was a very close voice. Let me see. But it
Anthony and Gruber.
was that who played him?
Yeah, that's who played Joker.
I liked Enemy Within because you could determine you know how there's like three kinds of Jokers right in the comics.
Yeah.
You could determine what type of Joker you got at the end.
Mhm.
It was almost like you were.
Not to mention you can become whatever Batman is
Yeah,
portrayed.
yeah. The big though like splitting point at the end was how the Joker like you were molding yourself as much as you were molding the Joker, and you either get there were two at the end basically. There was like kind of like your the zane there was like a zany Joker,
Mhm.
and there was a more cold, calculated killer Joker that you would see in like the Bronze Age, or the
Like in Death of the Family.
yeah. So you have those two Jokers, and it was a really cool story. And season one was great because it dealt with the Court of Owls,
Mhm.
which always cool storyline. I kind of want more. I hope that's the next one they bring back after the Wolf Among Us,
If man, even if they do continue, like who knows? I
because
don't know.
they released the Expanse, a Telltale game. And then wasn't there another Borderlands game that got released too?
I don't know.
I feel like there was. I feel like it just came out like and then without fanfare though. Interesting though.
I haven't played Beyond Two Souls. I know it's not Telltale, but it's like Telltale-esque. Um,
I have not played Beyond Two Souls either.
yeah, I've heard it's good.
I think my dad played it. He enjoyed it.
Hmm. I played Detroit Become Human. Love that story very
I
much.
also played Detroit. I love most of the story. I had some criticisms with one of the storylines.
Which storyline in specific?
What's his face? Not Connor,
Mar-
the other guy.
Marcus?
Yeah.
I love Marcus's story. 'Cause when I played it, we played on the PlayStation, and we would pass the controller to whoever was the focus,
Okay.
which became very complicated when near when all the characters started to meet, because then we had to keep passing the controller around, especially when there was like an attack happening, and we were like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit!" But we made it work, and I like the story that I was making, though it did not. It didn't end well. So,
Oh yeah.
um, I took the revolution route. So,
I also took the revolution route. I didn't. I think my issue was with how ham-fisted it was
mm,
with its writing at times for that route. It was a
that's
little
true.
too on the nose.
Yeah.
But I did like. I loved Connor's story and I loved Kara's story a lot.
Hmm.
George really good overall. Never played Heavy Rain either, which is their other game.
I really,
I need to. I heard amazing
I
things
know, I
about
need
it.
to play it. I know I need to play it. I want to be able to stab my eye with a mascara, whatever.
Um,
Was that also the game that had the infamous Sean scream? Or
yes, it's the very beginning of the game.
so for those who don't know, as me as Makoto, my real name is Sean, and that is a running gag in my life. Is just people screaming Sean.
Sean,
Anytime they
Sean.
there's like Sean.
Yeah, because at the
It's
beginning of
great.
the game, he loses his son. You know, he gets lost. His son's name is Sean.
Oh, he too has a son named Sean. Okay.
Yes. Um,
As a big Fallout fan, I can relate.
like, Sean. Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting because Quantic Dream, the studio made all three of those, is also making Star Wars Eclipse, which is still allegedly happening.
Yes, yes, I've been looking forward to that, but at the same time, like, we've had a lot of canceled Star Wars projects, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I think some of the devs did come out recently, like as recently as September, saying it is still in development.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Until then, we got Star Wars Outlaws. Here we go.
Woo! Did you hear they
Watch
released
that
the?
game be like banger good.
I
Oh
want to be proved wrong.
yeah.
I want them to prove me wrong. Um, they did set a time frame for it, like when it's set. It is between episode 5 and 6.
Uh huh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get a good Clone Wars effect. You know.
you know, I'm curious, right? It is an Ubisoft game, so I do worry about some of the the usual Ubisoft trappings that the games fall into, where it just becomes collectathon or go to point A, get uh bring map up, like
It is
clear
supposed to be a
map.
free roam kind of game. I just kind of hope it stays free roam.
Yeah, I'm curious. We'll see. I know that like the most recent Ubisoft game came to no fanfare. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora
Hmm.
just kind of came out, and that was it.
You know if it was good or.
I heard it was okay.
Mhm.
Looking at reviews, it says 72 on Metacritic.
That was probably like the only like movie video game that I've always wanted to try.
From I
Is
think
an Avatar game.
from what I heard, if you like the world of Avatar, you will get something out of the game. If you don't like the world of Avatar, it will not change your mind. As for
Hmm.
what I'm hearing, like if you're a fan already, you'll enjoy it probably. If you're not a fan already, it's not going to do anything to
You
impress
will
you.
enjoy it probably. Sick.
uh, yeah, I'm like looking at it. Destructo gave it a 9 out of 10. Game Informer 7.5. GameSpot 8. IGN 7. Uh, PC Gamer Games 6. 54 Open Critic, Metacritic 72. What's the fan score on Metacritic actually? I'm not even looking at Metacritic. I'm looking at the official Avatar, like the info page. I wasn't even looking at the actual Metacritic page. Let me go there.
I actually have another question for you whenever you're ready.
You're good. I
It's
can
changing
post this.
topics. So
Oh, okay. Wait, then let me just get that. I can't freaking type words. You just score 7.8. Okay,
huh.
so generally favorable.
Yeah. Have you been seeing What If season 2?
Yes. So I am currently at episode. The last episode was Captain Carter versus the Hydra Stomper.
Mhm.
What about you?
I haven't been watching it.
Okay.
So I wanted to know your thoughts so far.
Right. Going in, right. I know what the show is now, as opposed to when I saw season 1. we had like I feel like we had a lot of people had a different idea of what the show was going to be. That was just going to be it's just vignettes that are loosely
Hmm.
tied together at the end. And that's what it is, right? I like of the 5 episodes I've seen, my favorite two are I think kind of like tied is Peter. What if Peter Quill attacked Earth's Mightiest Heroes,
Yeah.
and what if Iron Man crashed to the Grandmaster? Those are my two favorite. The Iron Man crash to the Grandmaster one was just funny.
Hmm.
It's Jeff Goldblum as Grandmaster. Just he's there. He's just funny.
So
It's
I'm being recommended a clip right now of What If Season 2, the Scarlet Witch scene. And
I've
so
not seen that yet. I'm assuming that's from 1602.
maybe.
Because I think it's the only one that Charlotte Witch is in. But what if Peter Quill attacked Earth's Mightiest Heroes is actually like a really cool what if.
That
Uh,
was one we were you and I were looking forward to as well.
yeah, because definitely it does exactly what I thought after seeing the trailer. It plays on. It plays really into that. What if the Avengers had to form way earlier, and what those heroes would look like, and what that team would be? And it's a
Back in
really
like
cool.
the 90s or something like that.
Is that yeah? Is that when Peter Quill was? Yeah, 92, I think.
I'd say so. That was probably when that happened.
Yeah. It's before
Maybe
Captain
80s.
Marvel. Late 80s, early 90s. It says it on the screen. I just can't remember, but I know it's
Yeah.
before Captain Marvel because Captain Marvel it's still Marvel there. The
Yeah.
not Carol Danvers. Really cool though. Really like you could see interesting team ups that you didn't think you'd see. So I like that one a lot.
Cool, cool. And how'd you like Loki season 2?
I love Loki season two. Like
Okay.
I adored Loki season two.
I
In
can't
my
remember if we talked about it or not, so.
I don't remember either. In my ranking, like my overall ranking, you know what? I'll pull up the list. I combine it with season one because to me, I've seen season two. It is two parts of one story. It just like even though they're separate seasons, I feel them as one almost one complete story. The way that this season kind of wraps up is very like it plays a lot back in season one.
Mhm.
So I do kind of rank them together. And I have them at number 10 overall.
Awesome.
It is my like 10th favorite thing in the MCU.
Yeah.
I think it has the best character arc in the MCU. One of the if not the best character arc in the MCU.
Which already oh, just in the MCU in general, because I was gonna
Yeah,
say like he already had a really good one in the movies, so then like I can only imagine the series only adds on to it.
yeah, it
Which
really
is
does.
interesting because he is a different Loki as
Yes,
well.
and they definitely play into that. Uh, his journey is very it's similar but different, and they do things I didn't think they were going to do, and I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. Season two is really really good.
Hmm.
Um, which is great because it was really sucking this year for a while for Marvel.
For sure. For sure.
We have two standout projects this year, really. Or I guess now last year when we're recording
And
this.
did you see Wish?
I did. That
What
was
are your
also in
thoughts?
the. It was a movie.
It's a I was worried that you were gonna come up with like I loved it.
I
Because
like parts of it.
I've been hearing a lot of overwhelmingly like it's bad.
I wouldn't say it's bad. It's very mid,
Hmm.
which for Disney is basically bad. Um,
Yeah.
it is very middling. There are some really great. Chris Pine very clearly wanted to be there and was having a blast.
Hmm.
His I love his song. I know some people hate it. I really like his song.
I think it's more so that they hate that it is a villain song, and also there is like some apparent like lyrical convention of like they're trying so hard to be like the guy who's been writing their songs for years, but they didn't bring him back on for this
Yeah.
movie.
So for this movie, it was a different person. The person they got is an acclaimed music writer, but they're an acclaimed pop songwriter.
Hmm.
So it's a different feel for musical numbers,
Yeah.
and you can kind of tell from that. It's fine. It didn't like wow me super, but I had a fun time watching it.
Yeah.
There was no point where I was like, I want this to be over necessarily, but I wasn't like, I want more at the end. I was like, yeah, okay, that was a movie. It was fine.
How'd you feel about the talking goat?
Oh, Talking Goat was great.
Okay.
That was the stand. The standouts were Chris Pine and the Goat.
So we went to a Hot Topic last night, and I saw him in a plushie form, and I'm like, I wonder if people are buying these right now.
I don't know if you were buying it. He's not cute, but he has a deep ass voice, and it's really funny.
Hmm.
It was really
Okay.
amusing. Um, I kind of get the message the movie was going for. I think it got muddled along the way a little bit,
Hmm.
but it is what it is. It's fine. It's cool. Um, yeah, it's fine. It's a fine movie.
Cool.
I also saw Wonka as well recently.
I hear it's really good.
Wonka's great.
Hmm.
Speaking of good musical, Wonka's
I
phenomenal.
I was asking my friend about it because they were saying like it's really good. Apparently, it is a prequel. So I was like, oh, it's before it's when Willy before Willy became Wonka. They're like, yeah.
I do hear a lot of criticism about the movie in regards to it not being as spiritually faithful to the original, as it's more whimsical and cheerful than the original. Because the original movie's kind of dark when you think
Yeah.
about it. You know, man attempts to or maybe does kill kids.
Yeah.
Uh, you this movie definitely. I feel like in this movie the tone is very whimsical, but the actual plot's really depressing when you think about it.
Hmm.
Um, Nothing really spoilery, but beginning he gets to the town where he wants to sell chocolate. Um, Reason he wants to sell chocolate is a promise he made to his dead mom. So
I
he's an
made a
orphan.
joke that his origin story is he started selling the world's finest chocolate bars door to door, like the fundraiser for school.
You know what? It kind of feels like that. He
Yeah.
uh he doesn't sell chocolate bars, right? At first he makes his wild candy. But because he wanted to be a magician originally, and so he does like almost like a magic act in the town square, but with chocolate.
I ate those things, man. I ate those things. I was one of those kids who just ate those.
Good movie though. Has a lot of fun moments. The songs are good. Good heart to it. It's fun. It's just a fun ride.
Yeah.
Um, they get you on nostalgia a couple times if you're a fan of the original movie.
So,
So
and I know your sister's into trolls, isn't she?
yeah, yes she is.
So I have the same friend who recommended me Wonka is also been obsessed with the Trolls soundtrack, and now they got a blended or not a blended playlist, but they got like a playlist of just Wonka and Trolls, and they also turn on the crossfade effect
Oh,
through
that's great.
Spotify, and they said a lot of these are just bangers for transitions. They're really good.
That's awesome.
Um, oh man, speaking of blended playlists, we have one.
We do now.
We called it
Yes.
Friend Soup, and I'm starting to get to a point where I could tell just from hearing the song who is who.
Well,
And
when I joined, it said also like just the like percentage rating of who's similar.
mhm.
Of course, you were my most similar at 94%.
Yeah, I could tell for majority of the time it was like if it's a My Hero song, it's me and Nero.
Yeah. Like who could
um,
this be?
yeah, but if it's a TikTok song, it's my friend Joe, and if it's if it's just a song where I'm like, "What the fuck?" It's typically our friend Matt. Like, I don't know if you've listened to it every day, but
Not every day, no.
there was one day where just one of the tracks was just this dude talking and just spouting nonsense, losing his mind,
What
and
the
I'm
frick?
I said like I am 12 Vicodins in smoking some Scooby Doo cock or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my
Last
god.
night was a song called KYS, and it's a Plankton AI song from a guy called Dankton.
What the
And I said, so I DM'd him going, "What the fuck is this?" And he goes, "The most heat diss ever."
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Uh
it's been fun.
yes. But now the fun must end. Is the end of the episode.
We are reaching the end of the episode, and we still have the other one to record.
Wow. Yes. So this has been another lovely episode of Nerd Nonsense. Makoto, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Makoto Dragon _ and also YouTube and Twitch at Makoto Dragon.
You can find me at all three of the same places at Nero v. Belial. Until next time, bye bye.
Goodbye.